Yo, what is going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
And Vivo the vibe.
Welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media channel. You know, in another edition of BLERD Talk, myself and Vievo the vibe. And you know what? I'm gonna give Alvin crap. You know, per usual, he's late to the party. Per usual. I'm gonna get him. But we are back, man. What's going on with you, Vivo? What's going on, Vibe? Man, hey, hold up, man. Did you get new tats?
No.
No new tats.
No. I need to fill in this part though.
Oh, okay. Well, it look like, but you know what you're
In this
doing?
part.
You slick. See, you slick though. See, you posing. Because you gain a little bit of muscle in the arms, you know, you gain a little bit of mass in the arms. Like you're like, yo, check. You see that? Y'all see it?
Like flex.
Yeah.
Everything's been okay. Just out here surviving in the second month of 2026. There's a lot of things that weren't on my bingo card for 2026, but here we are.
Yeah, I can relate. I can definitely relate.
I just took my written exam for a referee certification for another powerlifting federation.
Okay.
So now I just need to do the background check and the safe sport training for reporting misconduct and anti-doping. So I have to do that. And then just continuing to train for nationals. I'm hoping I can also get into work as an official since I'm going to be there anyways, competing on one of the days. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, the Deltas here have their red and white scholarship ball coming up. So I got my dress behind me that I have yet to try on to see if it fits. Lawyer prom is coming up, and I think it's in March. C2E2 is coming up. Like, I'm trying to plan my birthday, which is going to be a destination birthday, and I can't pick. I think I've settled on like Mexico.
Okay.
ChatGPT helped me. Yeah, that's about it.
I mean, Mexico is typically like the cheapest route, really, when you do a destination and you don't have to spend an exorbitant amount of money, kind of thing.
The thing is that like originally I thought my sister was going to be planning her wedding for the fall. And so I'm trying to go during the shoulder season because I'm not trying to go in the middle of July because that's peak tourist season. And usually everywhere tropical is going to be hot as heck. So I was looking at like April, May, really end of May. So I can like work in that Labor Day. Is it Labor Day? What's in May?
Yeah. No. May is Memorial Day. Yeah.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. And so, I mean, I was looking at like Barbados. I was looking at Aruba. I really wanted to go to Bali or Bora Bora, but my sister was like, that's like almost a 30-hour plane flight. And I was like, I don't want to be on a plane for that long. So we're going to pivot.
Unless you're first class. And you know, the international flights, first class is different.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different. You know, you might can lay down like straight, vertically, well, horizontally lay down kind of thing. So depends on which flight you get. But
the other thing too is like a lot of the resorts I was looking at were like 7, 8. The resorts I was interested in because I want all-inclusive adult only. And a lot of them were like 700 to 800 plus a night. And I was like, I really don't want to pay that much.
Well,
I really don't want to pay that much.
Well, shout out to Daphne. So we went to Cancun and we stayed at this resort called the Royalton Chic, CHIC. Go to that one because that's all inclusive. That's adults only. Also, you can walk to the beach. You can have like I think you can have swim up pool. There's a the swim up bar pool thing. They got water volleyball. They do water aerobics in the morning. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can rent out a cabana like on the third. I think it's the third floor. I think.
Ooh. What brand was it?
Ooh, that I don't know. But they'll come over there and with bottles and all kinds of stuff, phone parties, because they have phone parties like on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'll check Hilton and Hyatt.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Check that out. And I can put you through, my travel agent, and she can hook you up. Make sure you get what you need. So,
bet. All right.
Now, she give you the whole price, and for what I understand, the plane ticket is included in that price. You just put down deposit, and you can just pay, monthly until you get to a point where, you're good. So, make it a lot seamless for you. Seamless for you. Now, I have an idea for you, though. Since you are applying to be a ref, which you will be, you ever thought about being a pro wrestling referee? That thought ever crossed your mind?
It has not.
Yeah.
It has not.
I'm just saying, they get paid. And they travel. A good bit. Depends on where you referee at. Now, you get your license and all that, and you might have to take a bump because, there might be a spot where the referee get hit. But or you could be one of those refs the dude get in your face, but you know how they kind of like get in your face, but you kind of like push them, that kind of thing. The crowd go crazy. Yeah, it could be one of those refs too. So it's just a thought. I'm just
that's
saying,
so random.
It's just a thought, man. Look, I just saw you flex. All right, I just saw you flex. I'm like, pro wrestling referee right there. Easy money right there. Easy money. You got to ask people in the chat, man. Like, would Vievo be a good pro wrestling referee? Like, you need to apply. You can do, you can referee for the local shows. I know. And I'm wired right now.
Why?
Because on Amazon, I bought this neuro gum, and I saw it on TikTok where
you got that stuff.
Yeah, and this is like my third gum, not today, but the first time I had it, I was like this, and I was like laser focused, right? And then I started chewing before the show because I recorded the show before doing this live show, because I recorded Storm, and Storm was going to release like tomorrow sometime, and I was like laser focused, and my energy was like going off because sometimes like the past week or so I've been like scatterbrained, and it was hard for me to concentrate on just one thing, and I just needed something to center me, and I was like, let me try this neuro gum and see it works. It tastes terrible at first. I'm not even gonna hold you. It tastes terrible at first because it's sugarless. Whatever, but you know how gum is, it loses flavor like immediately, so you just chewing. But it does focus you, I will say that. Yeah, it does have some properties in it. I don't know what's in it, but I like it.
Listen, I'm over here like I'm gonna drink some tea, and while you were talking, I took that sip. I burnt all of the taste buds off the tip of my tongue. They were just like they're gone.
Out of there. Ooh. Now I got a question though. Before we jump into Wonder Man, have you been playing any new games lately?
Diablo 4 and Expedition 33.
Did the Paladin come out yet for Diablo 4? It didn't come out yet, right? That class?
No, well, I think if you buy the pre-order for, is it Vessel of Hatred? No, Lord of Hatred. I think it's Lord of Hatred. If you buy the pre-order, I think that you get early access because I chose the Spiritborn class, and I think it was the Paladin and Spiritborn were the two ones that you could get early access to because I did the pre-order. So and I want to say it comes out in April. I think it goes live in April.
That is when I'm gonna pick up Diablo 4. But for me, I've beaten oh yeah, we got a guest. Somebody I'm gonna bless out. When it get up here. Hold on, where you at? Yeah.
Vivo E, what's happening?
Infamous Alvin. Hey, look, I was talking Cash Money Trash, man. I said, listen, when
He
Alvin get
was.
on here, I'm like, he's late. He's late.
Oh, so you know what? I'm gonna be right back. Hold on, be right back.
Hey, look, Noelle Fish says you went through 5 million different places, and
she can hush. It's her fault. Literally her fault. And then she hasn't even got the save the dates out, talking about I'm gonna get married in fall. Noelle, where are the save the dates?
All right, I had to change my name. I had a government up there.
Oh, you had to come back.
Yeah, I had a government up there in case somebody be like, let's use him for identity theft. Good luck.
No, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Good luck. You ain't buy no car with my credit. Good luck.
So for me, I've been on my Switch game lately. So, shout out to Naima because she got me a Switch for Christmas, like a few years back. So, I've been really on an RPG kick. So, I don't know if y'all remember or not, but there used to be a PlayStation 1 game RPG called Lunar, Silver Star Story, complete. It had anime cutscenes, and when I tell you it came in a package, it came in a package. It wasn't like a regular CD game. It had like 4 discs, and it came in like the box when you open the box. You know that tab that you can just flip open like this? Is that held by Velcro? So you can open the box, see all the characters, and then when you go inside the box, it's 4 discs. So you got like the making of or the soundtrack. You had a cloth map of, what's in the game, and you had a hardback cover for the manual. So and it had the bookmark ribbon. So if you're like, oh man, I'm gonna start right here, you can put the bookmark ribbon in there and go back to where you finished up at. But they did a remaster on the Switch. So they got Silver Star Story, Lunar, and they got Eternal Blue. And I beat Silver Star Story a couple of days ago. And I started Eternal Blue, but I'm like, I really, really want to play Dragon Quest. I really want to do that. So I bought Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake. So right now I'm playing that. And then after I beat that, I'm going to get Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake and play that. But then after that, then I'll play Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. So I'm in on my RPG.
You have it all mapped out.
I got it all mapped out. I got a list for 2026.
Listen, man. I'm just trying to get past the second Renoir fight without him disappearing all of my characters.
Wait. Are you in Act 3? She playing Expedition 33 finally.
I think I'm in Act. Listen.
You know what? Hold on.
I think I'm end of Act. I'm end of Act 2 because I'm at the painter. I'm at the monolith.
Oh,
I'm at the monolith.
Okay.
When you fight him again, and I cannot, for the life of me, get the timing down to parry or dodge his vanishing attack.
So, my word of advice. Wait, hold on. Is Noelle a gamer too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Noelle can take this.
He said you went through 5 million different places.
I will say this, and Noelle could probably back me up on this. Treat Expedition 33 like Final Fantasy 7 on PlayStation 1. So, don't even go to Renoir. Go to the other characters, the other bosses that's around the map. Beat them. And Mayel is really your strongest character, to be honest. A lot of people's favorite character. But once you level up like that, like you're going to level up so much that the last boss in the game is going to be Kate. Well, I'm talking 3 minutes tops. Easy money. Because there's other characters that are tougher than the last boss.
Because I think my characters are early to mid 40s, level 40s now.
Oh, yeah. You can go higher than that.
Okay.
You can go higher than that. And I'm talking, you can do millions.
I like Seal. I really like her.
She's all right. I use her when I fight characters that have like light and dark energy because she can match it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I put her in the front run like immediately. Soon I see that, and I'm like, yep. All right, Seal, you in there. And wait a minute. Have you developed a relationship with her yet?
Yes.
You did? Like all the way?
I was like, okay, Verso. Okay.
Oh, they went in the bushes. They were in the bushes.
Yep. They were in the bushes. And I was like, oh.
Same face. Same face. I was like, whoa.
My favorite, I always have Luna in my party, and I need to get her critical up more because I be hitting that elemental Genesis every time I can.
Yeah.
Every time.
Spamming it.
Yep.
Straight spamming it. But yeah, so that's what I'm on my RPG tip, like real heavy. So I'm with it. I'm with it. So today we're talking about Wonder Man. All of us have watched Wonder Man. And you know, I showed y'all like before the show even started, like the notes I had for this thing. And you know, all day today I was kind of like Easter eggs, trying to find Easter eggs and all this other stuff, like not rewatching it, but just analyzing of what's going on. But first thoughts, you two, like, how did y'all feel about Wonder Man?
Ladies first.
You know how I feel about superhero TV shows right now.
Uh-huh.
So when you were like, we're going to watch Wonder Man, I was like, ah. So that being said,
uh-huh.
I went into watching it with an attitude.
Ass on our shoulders already.
But I'm actually glad that I watched it because it was very much a slow burn for me because it really didn't start to pop off until maybe episode 5, and there's 8 episodes. And so when episode 5 happened, I was like, oh, okay. And then I started getting into it. And the way I probably could describe it is it's like Hansel and Gretel leaving the trail of bread through the woods, right? And then they get to a certain spot and then they drop a little pile of breadcrumbs. And then they keep leaving more trails. That's how the pacing was for me.
Yeah.
So
it left just enough for you to say, I'm gonna watch the next episode.
Yes.
Okay.
I also appreciated how it was. I feel like it was a nice little. It wasn't like in your face superhero powers right off the bat. It was kind of like, oh, he's different, but how he's different, you don't really know up until. What was it? It wasn't episode 5. It was episode 4 when he went to the birthday party, his mom's birthday party. And then you're like, from the way his family reacted, they already knew about this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because they weren't concerned enough.
They're like, bro, you messed up the table.
Did you hear when the brother was going off, just popping cash about it? I mean, for the 990 2000 cash shit about him. And you hear his mom, and a lot of people miss this, but she slid this in there. She said, don't get him upset. They've known. The way I took it, I was like, they've known, hey, he's got powers. We can't let him get too upset. We can't get him too excited, whatever. We can't let him get too frustrated. And I like how the show was. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't over the top. I like it had just enough to keep me wondering, hey, how freaking strong is he? Because my understanding, I've heard we're going to see him. We're probably going to see him in Doomsday. Like I'm hearing we should see him in Doomsday. Now, whether he lives past Doomsday, that's yet to be seen, because I'm hearing that, hey, we might be pouring out some liquor for some of my favorite heroes. But
Lord.
Going to see Uncle Charles.
Yeah. I'm going to see Uncle Charles, y'all. But I like how this show it really took a human's point of view, and yeah, he's got powers, but we still don't know the extent of his powers yet.
Yeah,
like we have no clue. And I like that. I mean, I thought it was real. I thought the show was real low key. I liked it. And then plus, my man that played as Wonder Man, he ain't played a bad role yet.
Yeah, he been playing a bunch of like hero stuff. Like he was in the Watchmen series. He was Black Manta.
I have yet to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like Regina King. Like if Regina King's in it, I'm gonna watch it straight out. Like
when he did that Candyman role.
Oh,
why did I forget that he was in Candyman?
He was.
Y'all already said it twice already. So.
Yeah, like he was Candyman. I mean, the way he played that role, like he killed that.
Mm-hmm.
He did. Like let's see, Black Manta. He was in that other movie with the Hook. I'm superstitious. I ain't saying his name 3 times, but
I never did. I'm 42 years old. I still ain't done it yet.
Nope.
I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good.
Dr. Manhattan, and now this, like with Wonder Man. And see, so the thing is with me is that
Matrix
it chose.
Movie.
Yeah, it was a Matrix.
He was Morpheus.
And the thing with him is, with this series is that it chose characters over spectacle, and I think I really like that. I think like what Vievo was saying, there's a superhero movie fatigue that we not acknowledging, but we know it exists.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I'm acknowledging.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But for the most part, he was like, "Yo, we're gonna like Avengers Doomsday." It's kind of like we reset our clock because we're gonna watch Avengers Doomsday, right? Yeah. Or Superman, we're gonna watch that. Or
I'm going 3 times.
Yeah, easy money right there. I'm going
broke this year.
Yeah, easy. So, Noel said this. I thought treated it like
Noel. We are on a completely different topic right now. Why are you so late? I know that there's not that much of a delay between this broadcast.
It's not, but she letting you know.
But to piggyback off of what he's saying, it's a superhero. It's a superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
I feel like Marvel realizes that too, sir, to a certain extent, because they've been really, even, when they burst on the scene with starting, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they spent a lot of time, and I think they've been pretty thoughtful of really developing the audience's relationship with these characters that they want to bring to the screen. And I think that this Wonder Man is evident by that, like them realizing, okay, there's superhero fatigue, but also realizing we want to really get them familiar with the character. And so it wasn't like in your face. It wasn't in your face, superhero powers. Like we're introduced to this world where we know that he's different. We know he has some kind of powers. We're not sure if he's like an actual mutant or like what's going on, but it also seems as though, because you have Trevor, who was the Mandarin, and then they always refer to him as being the Mandarin, and we know him from Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we're being introduced to this universe where they know that there are superpowered humans.
Yeah.
And then we get, was it episode 2 or 3? 2 or 3 where Simon had made reference to, what was his name?
Doorman.
He made reference to Doorman. And so then we're like, who's Doorman?
I had to look him up. I'd never heard of him.
Yeah, he's definitely a Marvel character. So what unique is, Trevor is being played by Ben Kingsley. However, Trevor talked about Ben Kingsley as a real person, which he is, because all his movies was like in the background, like, Gandhi and all this other stuff that Ben Kingsley been in. So I like that element of it too. And the fact that they talked about American Horror Story, Frozen.
I felt like I was there when he was talking about Baby's Day Out. I really forgot. how trash that movie was.
Yeah.
I forgot how ass that movie was, bro.
When they went over to his house.
It's like real
and
estate.
he started he would start cussing him out, saying his entire government name.
It was very matter of fact. Like the thing is like with this particular character here, like this is a reference to an old costume from 1964 because there was the initial run or the debut of Wonder Man was Avengers #9 in 1964, and he had a costume like similar to that. So I'm like, man, that's kind of look for me. But I had to like research Wonder Man because I know of him as a character, but he dies a good bit. Like in Marvel.
He takes L's.
Well, what was crazy to me was that I never heard of Wonder Man prior to this. So I had to go and do some research too. And I was like, he was a part of the Avengers? Like,
yes.
What? And apparently he started off as a villain, a supervillain, and he was an artificially created supervillain at that. So, like, and I looked it up after I finished the show because I didn't want to, like, if I was already watching it with an attitude, didn't want to give myself an, additional reason not to like it by looking it up, his background beforehand. But I'm interested. I'm very interested to see what they're going to be doing with season 2, because how they have this Wonder Man is a complete reimagining of the character, of the existing character. And so, we have Simon, who is a son of Haitian parents. He's it's so different than the original origin story of the character. So I'm very interested to see how his new character background is going to play into his role later in the cinematic universe. Like, is he gonna like go in left field and actually go the supervillain route for a bit, or like is he gonna have a redemption? So I'm really interested.
The one thing that I liked was that I feel like folks were able to accept Wonder Man a little bit more than folks accepted Ironheart. I mean, we still got people accepting that Shuri's the new Black Panther. And it kind of goes to what Vievo said. I mean, if you think about the original Avengers when the MCU got going, we got connected with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. We connected with Cap, who those two and Hulk. When we finally got Mark Ruffalo to be a standard Hulk throughout, we got connected with them. Thor, Black Widow, and who am I missing?
Wolverine.
Hawkeye. Hawkeye. We got. And of course, we we're always going to be connected with somebody like Wolverine, and then of course, Endgame happens, folks die and everything, or they retire, and now we got to get reconnected with newer heroes. We got to get connected with Falcon, who's the new Captain America, which a lot of people still don't like. I mean, to me personally, I'm neither here nor there because he ain't took the serum, which I could still whoop his ass if I tried. Then we've got Wonder Man, who he's coming into his own. Then the one thing I can say who we really connected to, Loki. We connected like all get out with that show. And for the folks out there, if you haven't watched either of those seasons of Loki, my God, you're missing out. Because the way that last season ended, but I feel as though Marvel, they sensed that fatigue, and Doomsday is a reset of the resets that we needed. Yeah. Because I wish it could have kept Doom under wraps, but there was no way you could have kept that under wraps. That is
because initially it wasn't supposed to be him in the first place, from what I understand. It's supposed to be Kang. But
I still think there's a way you can do Kang, man.
I mean, it still is. I mean, Doomsday can just trick Kang and just kill him off. That just
That's a lot
Well,
of Kangs.
weren't they revisiting whether or not they were going to bring Majors back to be Kang? Or was that just talk?
No, there been some rumors about that, but I'm not sure like how that's gonna play out.
I think
honestly, but I will say this: I gotta address this because when it comes to series like Ironheart and now Wonder Man, matter of fact, they did Echo the same way. So,
Echo got no play.
Yeah, played by the indigenous person. Then you got Ironheart, played by a black woman. And you got Wonder Man, played by a black man. What they did with Wonder Man, they gave us everything. They gave us the whole thing and talking about each episode every week. And on top of that, they didn't market it the way they should be marketing it either. Mm-hmm. They did the same thing with Ironheart. But one thing I will say though,
they did Echo dirty though.
Yeah, despite that lack of marketing, especially Wonder Man and Ironheart, they still win in spite of that. Like, they were like ranked number 1, like as far as streaming it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know if they're looking at this thing like, okay, well, they're gonna look at it anyway. We need to advertise it, or they might not be interested in it. So if they're interested in it, then we don't have to deal with this no more. But we already interested in it now, and yeah, Echo got done dirty. And
Echo dirty.
Echo got done dirty. They got done foul out here. Foul in these streets.
And then I tried to watch an episode, man. It was a little tough to watch. I'm gonna go back and give it another shot, but
yeah.
But I think Marvel also knows that they had to bring guys back. I mean, Daredevil's about to bring it. Daredevil's about to run it back again. Thank goodness. Yeah. I seen the trailer for it. You can keep Jessica Jones wherever Jessica Jones was. You can keep her there.
Oh no! Whoa,
you can keep her there.
You're being hasty.
There's a bit.
Jessica Jones is legit.
Look here. You know what? You want to know why you can keep Jessica Jones where she is?
Why?
There's a big black dude running a club called Harlem's Paradise named Luke Cage, who's on standby waiting. And also,
who's to say that he's not already in it?
Let's also where in the hell is Iron Fist? Because he got done dirty too.
Oh, he can stay where he is.
Both of them seasons.
That one can stay where he is.
Listen, I didn't watch any. Nope, I didn't watch Jessica Jones. I didn't watch Luke Cage. I didn't watch Iron Fist. Nope. By then I tapped out.
You didn't see. You didn't need to watch Iron. I'd say Iron Fist was okay.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was dope both seasons. Daredevil, not one lame the episode where he has to go rescue this kid and he fought all them dudes in that hallway.
Oh yeah.
They beat him up a little bit, but he made all of them. He comes out of there. I don't know how he cleared, but he cleared.
Yeah, Daredevil.
He cleared that hallway. But man. And Jessica Jones, what they should have done though was ran Defenders back the second season.
This should have, man. I mean, they had Sigourney Weaver as the main antagonist, which I greatly appreciate. But I will say, like, as far as like Wonder Man is concerned, like episode 1, immediately Simon aggravated the piss out of me because it's like, bro, you
me too. I was like, shut up, shut up. Like you are in the scene for like 5 minutes. You are not a main character. Shut up. What do you mean?
You had to try out for this role. They didn't call you.
Like you an extra that just happens to have 2 lines.
Yeah, bro. Overly aggressive. Now, two times, I would let that ride. Those 2 times, but you kept on going. Now you stacking this thing up, and this woman was so. You could see it on her face. And I like the realism with that. Because I researched it, I saw it on another video, is that actually happens in Hollywood. Like that to a point where, you got written off the show. And that's a wrap for, I forgot what the character name was. But
when they did that, I said,
was so petty.
Load the clip, put out foot, boom.
When he started talking about, should I be packing up this book as opposed to this book? It's like, bro, nobody is going to be paying attention to the text on the textbook. Like you literally putting it in a bag. Nobody's gonna see that.
I could have been a director. I'd look right in the eye. I'd look right in the eye and say, "Bruh, I don't give a shit what you do." But when I say roll them, and if you ain't saying your parts, it's gonna be a rap of your character. But what about roll them?
Who's that? Oh yeah, roll them.
I tell them, roll them.
Yep, that's action. A rap for start clapping. I was like, man. You got fired. You got fired and lost your girl on the same day, man.
I just say, you being insubordinate? Yeah, that's a rap for your character. Crazy. Let's go.
That was crazy. She was like, I'm a sneak out.
Yeah, as soon as he walked in, she got, hey, listen. She
was like, I'm a sneak out.
She was like, open the door, you're like, oh.
She turned around, was like, damn.
Damn.
Look at and look at she sucks too. She failed on trying to sneak out. You weren't supposed to be home till 5. Word.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of SWAT when Colin Farrell walked in and she had no boxes. She's like, you wasn't supposed to be here.
And it didn't look like I didn't see no notebook out, so she wasn't leaving him no note. So she ultra sucks, bro.
Yeah, she was gonna ghost him. But I will say though, after you realize the type of person that he was, because she revealed later on in the season, like, yo, I been knew you had powers. I wasn't on you to tell me, but you wasn't open enough to tell me. And I can't be around you like that or see it forever with you because you're not going to open up to me. So why I need to be around that? So I'm like, fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair point.
And I mean, I could totally understand that, especially when you saw how he interacted with his family.
Yeah.
Oh.
When he had his cousins talking shit in front of him.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't understand what they were saying. He was like, you do realize I can understand you, right?
Yes.
And they were like, like
really? I speak Creole too, just like you. Like
so I'm sitting there like, so you're sitting there thinking he's the only one in the house that can't speak Creole.
Yeah.
He was born into, so he knows something. He completely understands them. Had that been me, I'd have been like, I got a good feeling though. None of y'all know I got powers. Y'all about to find out. Yo, I'm about to wreck shop in here, man. And yeah, the older brother
started going in.
Yeah, I want to beat up the older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we would have to throw hands, dog.
I want to whoop his ass.
He was like, so I bought this present because
I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, come on, bro. Like for me.
And then Trevor was just like, he was just standing in the corner, like,
Trevor always. Trevor's always in the moment.
I loved his character. I really liked his character.
His character was so, and then when he made a Mandarin video and he did that voice.
Yeah,
I don't know about y'all, but I'm sitting there laying down. He did the video comes on, and the voice. I said, "Oh my god, he's doing it."
For me, the funniest part for me was when the skull was in the glass case, and he was like, "Yeah, this was handed down to this person, and then this is handed down to this person," and he sucked all of us in. He said, "But then then it got handed down to this person who left it at the bar. Then I nicked it." I was like, "What?" Like Simon was like, because Simon was in it right until he said that last part. He's like, "Yeah, somebody left it at the bar, and I grabbed it." So
wait, when he the scene where were they? They were celebrating because they had initially got the callbacks, and then Trevor's loan shark, whoever he owed money to, popped up and took them out in the alley, and then Simon did that 5-hit combo. First of all, I was like, so you have training?
Yeah.
Ain't no way. The way he took them out, I was like, so you've been in, you trained. And
you knew this.
And then he was like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. But then they both turned, and that kid at the end of the alley with his GoPro. And they were like, you think he saw? He was like, no.
Yeah, he saw.
Yeah, he saw that, bro.
And then
he like kind of looked at him like that. He like, yeah, I'm gonna slide.
For whatever reason, that entire sequence of them trying to find the kid, then them finding the kid, and then the kid trying to blackmail them, and then having to go to. It reminded me of Snatch. For whatever reason, it just reminded me like that entire.
I do not have my binoculars.
Like what? Man, so from like back to like Trevor. So Trevor was a very interesting character because like he was in Shang-Chi. He's basically making amends for things that was done in Iron Man 3. Like he was never the terrorist. Now that, I mean, honestly, it pissed me off because the Mandarin is a legit villain in Iron Man lore. And for him just to be not that person, and the actor that's playing that person, it kind of left a sour taste in people's mouths when it came to certain things. But when he came to Shang-Chi, you learn to love him as a character. And then you get on Wonder Man, you feel a certain way about him because he's just minding his business, and the DODC comes to see him and it's like, yeah, you're going to monitor this man over here and you're going to give us all the information because we have to fill up these prisons because of tax dollars and all this other stuff, which is a poor excuse. So for him as a character, I like how closer to like the end where he told Simon the truth. And he just couldn't hold on to it. But he stopped spying on him like after episode, 2, 3 or something like that. Like he threw away everything, like the recording equipment, the stuff that's supposed to hack into the computer. He was just legitimately being a friend to Simon, and Simon learned to trust him like as that day one.
Yeah, when he got that call back, when they got that call back, he took his little bug, whatever, his little wire, and just tossed it.
Yeah.
Basically, Trevor was on that we're in this together type of thing.
And I'll tell you what the turning point was when he stood up for him when he was at Joe's house. Because Joe was like, you don't mean that shit. Like boom, 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 like he was going off on him. And then Trevor was like, oh, all right, we like we can go.
It's like Joe Pantoliano. He kept saying his entire name. He said his name so many times.
Oh, like, dang. We had Joe Pantoliano's house.
I thought Wonder Man was pretty dope. It was really low key dope.
It is. And,
it was a low key. Who else I really liked was Janelle.
Oh man,
he stayed stressing her out, as the way she would get on him.
She could have quit on him in episode 1.
Ass. Yes, she could have.
She could have quit on him in episode 1, and she didn't.
She stood in because I think she represented more than one person too. I think that's where it came down to. And she was really good at her job. Like staying the course, and just being a friend to Simon, but also telling him the truth, like telling him about himself. Like, bro, like if you're gonna get your ass to this location piss now, like I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like that's straight up. Like I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yo, she was hilarious, bro. I loved her character.
Yeah, I love her hair.
Oh man, I'm sitting there looking at her hair, and I was like, just give me the left side. So let me implant the left side, and I'm good to go.
So I didn't realize that the DODC was affiliated with SHIELD.
Oh, like in comic book format, because SHIELD no longer exists.
Yeah, allegedly. It looks like it was a subunit. So I had to do some more background research because
I miss SHIELD.
Didn't we talk about the superhuman registration act or something?
Oh, the Accords?
Yeah.
The Accords?
Yeah. Is this this takes place does it take place after this?
Way after that.
Okay.
Way after that. Because if you go the director that's creating Wonder Man, if you look on the backboard, you see all these other heroes, like these pictures of heroes. And Sam Wilson's Captain America is on that wall. With
Oh snap! Okay.
yeah, like you got to like zoom in. You know what I mean? Like if you really trying to like research that we was doing, but yeah. So it takes place way after that. The
Okay.
Sokovia Accords didn't work per se,
Yeah, it didn't work at all.
but
In the
that
movie,
that prison that Red Hulk is in after Captain America, that's not DODC. DODC is a totally different thing. My thought process is Simon's origin in the comics is going to be vastly different than what it is on TV, and I think what's going to be is that Simon was born this way, not made. So, and that leads me to believe that he's going to be a mutant.
Yeah,
that's pretty much a mutant if he's born with it.
Yep.
But what he at least got the mutant gene, and based on what we found out in X-Men, he got it from his pops. So he was born. If he's born with that, then that's Marvel's definition of a mutant.
The way that the mutant gene works, it's activated once they hit puberty, and that would be kind of on brand because of that fire incident that happened when he was 13.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
balls dropping, he got powers.
Yeah, that's what happened basically. Now also he's not the first one though, because Miss Marvel, she's a mutant because they talked about that in her series right at the end, because her best friend, the guy, was like, yeah, there's a reason why your powers are doing this and this and this. And then once he said it, he didn't say mutant, but you heard the X-Men jangle, like right at the end of it. And he was like, yeah, it's basically saying, Kamala is a mutant. So I think her and Simon got the X gene. And I think DODC is going to be the registration act when the mutant saga takes place after Avengers Doomsday. I think.
Well, they didn't even explain how they even came to know of him.
No, they don't. They just betray him.
I think that's a good thing, because now it makes you think, hey, it more quote unquote introduces the whole mutant registry thing, because you're not just gonna sit there and say he's a dangerous person without low key knowing something. You've been doing your homework. If not just on him, there's other mutants you've been looking at. Yeah. So, in my opinion, immediately after Endgame, mutants should have been introduced. That's just me. Yeah. I wish we could have went right on into mutants being introduced right after. But look, I will more than happy take what I'm given when it comes to Doomsday, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and have more X-Men and mutants and everything, because it's a ton of them that we can see, and a ton of them that we haven't seen. I'm still waiting on Nightcrawler to be done the right way in live action. Nothing against the movie from back in the day.
Yeah, he was done right in X-Men too. Like he was reading about it.
Based on what I seen in X-Men 97, I need to see Nightcrawler with swords, because my God,
that ain't the smoke you want right there.
My God. I'm a matter of fact, while you playing while I'm at work tomorrow, I'm going back to watch X-Men 97. Don't judge me because I said that while I'm at work.
Random thought / question. So looking at Abdul Mateen portray Simon / Wonder Man. Did he give you vibes that he had, like he would make a really good Blade? Because I was looking at him, and so I can see that. I was like, he would make a great Blade.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I can see that.
Unless, Wesley Snipes is going to come back or whatever.
I can see that, because, and nothing against Mahershala Ali, because I love the guy. I thought he was excellent as Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
Yep.
But Yahya is better. Yahya makes a better Blade. And if you're not going to go with Wesley Snipes, then this is the guy you probably should have went with.
Yeah, that's true. And I know y'all mentioned earlier about Simon's dad, but Simon's dad, now it kind of lead off on the auspices that he knew about his abilities too. But at the same time, like when they went to go see Wonder Man, like back in the day, he said, yeah, when you on the billboard one day, he was like, what you talking about? He was like, I seen you in your play. Like, you gonna be a great actor. And I think, because his father passed, that's just a dream that he just kept. He's like, look, I'm gonna make my dad proud and I'm gonna be in a movie and I'm gonna do this and this and this. Because it also gives, like with the series, it gives you an insight on a struggling actor and what they go through to get a part. Even though, like the first episode, he was overly aggressive and he kind of shot himself in the foot. But like the long lines for auditions, like doing like self-recording and renting out that space where him and Trevor was like doing their lines in front of the camera, kind of thing. Like doing your headshots and practicing, monologues and stuff like that, just to make sure you got your chops right. Or that method that he was doing in the trailer before he went out on set. That's I've heard of that actually happening because Viola Davis, she was on the Hot Ones YouTube episode, and she was talking about like certain things that they do, like when I think she went to Juilliard, if I'm not mistaken. She went to a theater school, I know that, and it was like, loosen up your body, like you're a cloud or you're a tree or something like that, and so it kind of made me think about that. So I like the fact that they go into certain cinematic works, and the fact that him and Trevor was doing movie lines based off of the situation that they were currently in. And like they were still like, bouncing between each other kind of thing, but they was talking to each other too at the same time. And how certain movies that they watched was indicative of what their current situation is too, or whatever the case would be.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Barnaby, like Barnaby and Wonder Man, it's kind of like the same situation between Trevor and Simon. He was going to betray him, but not totally. And then who took Trevor's part? Joe.
Joe. Oh my God.
That's diabolical work, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you're gonna have to see me, dog. You're gonna have to see me. That's easy money right there.
When I saw that, and when I saw that, I said, "My God."
Yeah. And I know I'm a fan on like this. Like this, probably like one of my favorite parts because, you kind of saw what he's able to do. And I don't even think this is full power either. I just think he just needed to explode real quick, and just go back to what he was doing. Because this was after Trevor told him what was up, right?
And looking at the wiki, it says that Yaya approached it in such a way that the characters were bottled up like someone with anger management issues. And I think that was very evident.
Yes.
Because as he would start getting emotional, that's when his powers would start to activate.
Yeah.
Until he basically exploded in that scene.
Now, I got a question. Which hero recently, or what would you really call him a hero? He was more of an antagonist, protagonist, but it's recent in Marvel that has emotional issues. And they were super powerful.
Like in recent times?
Very much recent.
Legion?
Nope.
We're not talking about
MCU. It's MCU. It's not the Hulk, though.
Like how many years are we talking?
Probably like the past couple of years, actually. Like a year or two. It was a movie.
Wasn't in a Deadpool movie, was it? Okay. Oh, hold on.
He had emotional issues. When I say the name, you be like, damn. That's what you're going to say when I say the name.
Give us a hint. Who is the villain?
He was sort of kind of the villain until he wasn't. Something set him off. And then...
Sentry?
Yes.
Yep, yeah. Sentry. And the thing about Sentry, I believe the current Sentry that we have now.
Yeah.
I still don't think Sentry knows the extent of his powers, and I think that's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, he does have like split personality kind of thing, like in the
Yeah.
comics too. Like he does have a
Isn't
dark,
Sentry basically Superman,
sort of.
the Marvel version?
Yeah, but he got like an ability called the dark void, the
He's like
void,
he's
where he can make people like,
he's a
yeah,
schizo Superman, sort of.
yeah,
Based on what I saw, based on what I saw in the movie, man, he looks like a schizo Superman, and that dark side he goes to, yo, he had more jokers action than Thanos
yeah, he did.
Mm.
He did. But somehow they came back. He's like, I could bring you back. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, man, he'd have said that to me. I'd have just looked at him like, word,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we doing.
Like I was a
said,
smudge on the street.
I'd have said, bro, I just got here. Now somebody walked past me. They gotta scrape me off their Nike now.
Yeah, like come on, man. We better than this, man. Now,
Man.
now also like one more thing on Simon is when Trevor got caught. Well, not caught, but he put himself in the front lines so Simon can continue to live his life as an actor. Like he's like, this is my goodwill towards you. Like I never meant to hurt you, anything like that. That's why I told you what I told you. But don't you ain't got to worry about it. I'm the one. They're gonna capture me. But the fact that Simon went to research Chuck Eastman, and then
Specifically,
right, and then like just to see that he was dealing with depression and why he was depressed and how he could battle it, and he was running with him, and he became friends with Chuck, and then that's when you find out Chuck worked for DODC, and that what made him depressed. So to the point where I feel like Simon's greatest superpower wasn't what he was doing physically, but his greatest superpower was his acting, because his acting was got him in the DODC so he can break Trevor out.
So I like that he broke him out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But my thing was, are you trying to be untraceable? Because you're not being untraceable, like at all. Like they're gonna trace this back to you immediately.
Oh yeah, easy. Not easy.
So is it that you're not worried about what they potentially would do to you because acting is I'm interested to see what his rationale is for this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you were trying not to, like, he could have just, well, there had,
he had no choice.
I don't know.
That's his only friend. The one that, well, not only friend, but someone that stood up for him where outside of his agent wasn't doing. Like, you know, he couldn't get it off his family except for his mom. You know, I mean, his brother was like on his ass about, yeah, I got this opening for this job since, you know, you ain't making no money acting.
I like how his brother immediately switched gears when he was at the opening premiere, but
started crying,
there.
Getting teary-eyed in the movie theater.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, he got teary-eyed. Or the fact that the interview with Kathy Friedman, and then because he was ready to dump, like on his brother, he said, "Nah, your brother said nice things about you. He said this and this and this and this," and that made Simon well up a little bit because technically that's all he wanted. And I think he quickly realized like his brother wasn't really dumping on him, like kind of like reviewing it, but he wanted him to be successful, or in his warped way, try to push him to be successful. But he's never going to throw him under the bus because
basically he was just increasingly frustrated that Simon was taking a long time to get to where he thought his brother thought he should be in life.
Yeah,
correct.
And it came out as anger, but still, I was like, but.
There was a better way for him to say it, and I get it. You wanted your brother to come work with you and everything. You kind of don't want him to hang on to a pipe dream or whatever, trying to be an actor. But I just think it was a better way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Now we're gonna talk about like one of my favorite episodes. No, this is my favorite episode, and that is the Doorman. Like that was my favorite episode. Like the cinematography, the black and white, like that was on it. Like that was on it. Because we heard about the doorman clause, but like, oh, well, who's the doorman? And then you get the Doorman episode where it just pulls up like in special font too. Like it looked like it was like a 40s, 50s movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damar Doorman Davis.
But it was modern.
Oh, wait. Which was, yeah, it initially threw me off because I was like, it's black and white, so it must be the past. But then you got 2000s Mustangs, so it must not be that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, when he initially went out into the alley to throw away that garbage, and then he saw the shimmery stuff leaking out of the trash or the dumpster, and I was like, why would you touch that?
Yeah.
And did y'all notice what company that crap was from?
Roxxon.
And see, the MCU hasn't touched on Roxxon like that. The only time I've heard of Roxxon was that Freeform show of Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
And they got their powers from Roxxon. And they did Cloak and Dagger so dirty on that show.
Yeah, now Cloak had a similar power to Doorman, but not they got a dark dimension kind of thing. So
so I mean, I will. Cloak and Dagger are two characters that the MCU needs to jump on, hopefully at some point within the next couple of years.
Hopefully. And what's funny about it, because anytime I hear Damar Doorman Davis, right, like, I think about the game, right? Because, Derwin Ding Dong Davis. But it's also ironic that his slogan was Ding Dong.
It was.
So,
they make a lot of appearances in the movies, and I didn't even realize.
They have. Yes, they always be in the background.
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Captain America, Brave New World. They're in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, Hellstrom. They're in Hellstrom.
Talking about Roxxon?
Yeah, Roxxon.
Yeah, Loki, She-Hulk.
And they don't touch on Roxxon like they probably should.
No, they're doing it the right way because they're just planting it in the background and then it's gonna be in the forefront later. I think that's really what this is. It's kind of like, we plant these seeds. Let me see if y'all pay attention to it.
Why didn't I realize that Hellstrom was a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Have y'all seen that one? Okay.
We haven't. I haven't.
Watch it.
I haven't. Like, for me, like, Josh Gad played himself. And for the most, he did. Like, for the most part of this, though, Damar didn't really have any issues. He didn't really have any issues like that. And he saved those people from a burning building. Like they went, pause inside of them and out. And and then
when he first went inside of him, he was like, oh, here's the other side. And then he came back. Follow me. Like, I was cracking up.
My man was like, get inside me. And the girl's like, whoa,
hey, wait.
Like, this ain't what it seems. Get inside me. And like, I guess this guy wants us to get inside him. Literally.
Like y'all really playing with this, right? Y'all playing with it. So like that's when he got fake. Go. Oh no.
I was gonna say it was interesting to kind of watch his I would say a descent, because when we're first introduced to him, he is talking to I'll say the proprietor of the, what was it, Wilcox Club or whatever. Like, are you really happy? And he was like, yeah, I really like this gig. I'm happy where I'm at. And then he gets these powers. He saves the people, and then Josh Gad basically takes him under his wing, and through that association, then he starts acting, and then he starts amassing, all of this fame, whatever, and also starts becoming an alcoholic in the process.
Yes. But where it started was like when he saw those social media, like the negative responses, which I feel like that wouldn't, if he didn't look at that, he probably been on the same trajectory, and he probably been a lot better because of it. But he saw that and he got seeds of doubt right here. And it just never translated like further. He never progressed from that point. But I will say how he treated people though was still the same, because when he went back to that club, the doorman there, he said the same thing that Josh Gad told him. He said, "Listen, when it gets slow down, just come in here and have a drink with me, man. Don't be out here all day."
Yeah,
like that kind of thing. So he knew. And then the bar owner, first time seeing it, I'm thinking that he's gonna be like a dick to her, but he wasn't. Yeah, I'm happy. Things is looking good. I'm glad the club's looking fine. That kind of thing. So he's been a legit human being, but I don't think that outside of Josh, because Josh disappeared inside of him.
When he talked
else.
to her the second time about being happy, I think he lied to her, because I don't think he was actually really happy like he was before. Because she looked skeptical at his answer.
He wasn't, and the way he lived life, and it's just me now. The way he lived life, he was very cool with just being chill, under the radar.
Okay.
Didn't care about the fame. And once he got the fame, and then like E said, he's seen the negative comments. Bruh, when you're a celebrity, I don't think you ever get used to seeing those negative comments, even if you're like, I'm not worried about that. You say that, but in the back of your mind, it weighs heavily on you. And then his whole thing was the catchphrase, ding dong. The catchphrases get old faster than they come. Faster than they come about. Yeah. Way faster than they come about. So he had a commercial. He had a commercial where it was like some type of hygiene commercial, which even I was like, ain't no way in the hell you would have had me doing this right here. Then
you an 80s sitcom star, man. You about to like don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, man.
And then he's drinking and everything, bro. When you got powers, the last thing, unless your powers are like Captain America's, to where you can't even get drunk, you don't need to be drinking.
Nah,
your metabolism.
He wasn't right, man.
And now Josh Gad is somewhere in the other.
Yeah, but on Threads, he was like, "I'm good, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm alive."
Yo, I really saw people saying R.I.P. Josh Gad.
Yeah, I'm all right, guys. I'm okay. I'm good. I made it out.
R.I.P. Josh Gad.
I made it out. But I will say this right here was true to form. Like that costume he had, because they did put that costume in the show, which I do appreciate. But he's an obscure character, because I think it was like I don't know. I think it's like Great Lakes Avengers or West Coast Avengers, but he did make an appearance. So, and I wouldn't like blame people for not knowing who Doorman is, because I don't think he's ever been in the forefront or whatever the case may be. However, it got people to look him up and like see more of him. So maybe he make an appearance in comics at some point in time. But we would never know. But a lot of people say Doorman is their favorite episode out of this whole thing.
Right now, since he made Josh Gad disappear, the DODC, they're basically watching his every move.
I think they already got him.
I think they got him too. I think they got him too. They're not just going to let him sit. They're not just let him sit at home and be after something like this. So I'm almost certain they got him locked up too. And I have a good feeling, bro. I have a good feeling that whole Mutant Act thing is already underway.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like after this Doomsday and the sequel to that, it's gonna go right into the mutant agenda, because like in the comics, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I want to say I'm right. Like the Eternals, their kids. That there's a special gene that gets passed on, and then that's where that X gene kind of came from. Because the Eternals like settled on Earth, so they've been procreating with human beings. So obviously those abilities is gonna transfer over into your offspring, kind of thing. So I think that's where the X gene gonna be originated from. Even though Eternals was like a movie, it served its purpose. So
it had its moments.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't run it back, but it had its moments.
No, I would not. I will not. So overall, though, how did y'all feel about this show in totality?
Give me a season 2.
Yeah, same.
Give me a season 2. I mean, if me personally, if I'm saying that, then I definitely liked it. I can definitely watch a season 2, and I hope we get one.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I just hope I hope he lives through Doomsday. Like I said, I think he's supposed to be in Doomsday. I hope he survives.
When is Doomsday supposed to come out? Is that 2027?
It's this year. December.
That's this year.
Oh,
that's
snap.
Year.
Okay.
That is this year. Matter of fact, hold on. Okay, let's see. I had some stuff up here about. There we go. Okay, Worst Wonders. I got the comic book version of him. So Wonder Man is that remember they mentioned ionic energy like before we get out of here. And it says Wonder Man's ionic energy permeated body has greatly enhanced strength, lift in excess of 100 tons, durability, reflexes, and stamina. He is impervious to virtually any form of penetration wound and does not tire. He does not require food, water, or air, and does not age. And he can fly at speeds of excess of 700 miles per hour. And he formerly wore a rocket belt or jetpack, like we saw on the show, powered by his own ionic energies, but no longer requires these to fly. So he can leap hundreds of feet from standing jump and discharge ionic energy on contact to disrupt others. For a time, he shifted into an energy form while using his powers, but his conventional physical form now seems to be his usual state. And when his powers are destabilized, his strength increases when angry, and he can alter his physical appearance, grow to a giant stature, fire energy beams from his eyes, explode, and reform at will, and empower others with ionic energy. And he has apparently lost these abilities for now. So even though he died, he didn't really die, kind of thing. So he's OP as all get out. And,
Sounds like it. Damn.
Yeah, he don't get a whole lot of shine like that, but I think maybe he will at some point or another. But like as of right now, he doesn't. He lost these abilities, so maybe we'll see what happens though, man. But yes, I'm with y'all. I need a season 2. I need my boy Doorman to get out his funk, man, because just to have him. Go have a Doorman show. I'll be cool with that.
Hopefully, once he gets out of the DODC clink, because I know he's in there.
He in there.
He's got to be.
Somewhere.
He in there. He definitely in there, man. So, man, that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to our new subscribers, man. Within a very short period of time, we were at 700 subscribers, but we had 795 subscribers.
Woo!
Yeah. 5 off from 800. 5 off for 800, y'all. We in there. We are in there, man. Y'all got anything else for the listeners out there before we get out?
Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's our first one for 2026, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's our first one for 2026.
Oh man, it's our first one for 2026. So I hope all y'all survived the snow. As you can see, what I got down here, Sub-Zero played too damn much this weekend.
Yeah, he was. Hey, yo, and it's Black History Month, 100th Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. So, shout out to everything and all things black. Black. We're gonna celebrate us, y'all. So till next time, y'all.